We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Miami Dolphins. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Miami set to take over. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Second and 10. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And right away, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Prescott now on 2nd down. This one caught by Kittle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Looking to throw. Prescott. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
McCaffrey. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient. Excellent job blocking. Finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Mostert hit and he drops the ball. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tua. That is caught. Room to maneuver at the 35. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Prescott now. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 3rd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Returnable here from the 38. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Two and now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Final play of the half, Prescott. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Fights him off. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Play action now, Prescott. And that's incomplete.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Well, they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Prescott. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Tua to tie lead for the Miami first.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on it, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Tua going to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Touchdown! Devon Achane. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So Frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Brings up second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's got to have it time. 4th and 9. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's third and a few inches. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Down to an goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Play action. It's Jackson. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. He's to the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. A.J. Brown, 77 yards. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. That is a quick strike, one play all the way to the house. You know, the pass was fine, but that run after the catch, impressive.
An absolute horrible time. Of course, any time like this is a horrible time for a defensive breakdown. But where's the tackler? Where were the safeties? You don't expect him to catch the ball, and next thing you know, he's running into the goalpost this early in the game. That's not supposed to happen.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where
every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, third and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On third down, Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now Hill to return it.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive.
Last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 32-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Niners 7, Dolphins nothing.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa, and it's a 1st down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Play action, now it's Tua. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. San Francisco's offense returns to the field as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point try now for Moody. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Niners 14, Dolphins 3.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Tua now on first down. Out route to Hill, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here is 3rd down and 4. Tua to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. "14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That's down the field for Jefferson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's complete out left to Ayuk. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing is Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, Jackson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. But he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourself to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that two-point attempt.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter.
With the score, Niners 14, Dolphins 9.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
5 yards on the play.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Hill on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So Tua and the Dolphins down 14-9. A minute 50 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua. Complete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now Tua. Completes this to Jefferson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing Tua. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in...
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. This is 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Throw caught by Achane.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Tua. Open net is Waddle complete. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get it down inside the 25.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Tua to throw.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Now Tua.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Tagovailoa. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
And he will have a Niners 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.
Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jackson, first play, going to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Jackson. His throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They start the drive with Cook. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And some room to work. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. Now Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Up the gut, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Cook again. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bills first down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Davante Adams from 10 yards out. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Room past the 35, and he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Now Jackson on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? Is that what's going to go around the league and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. So after the INT, it's Allen. Justin Jefferson bringing in the swing. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second down and a yard. Now Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. Able to slither by. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range down at the 27-yard line.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen going to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Throwing now is Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Allen. It's complete to Diggs.
And Diggs will have a Bills first down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This 2nd and 4.
To the air, Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and he picked up the first down.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And they got it inside the 10